Welcome back, Company of Heroes fans, to another exciting season of Sunday Night Fights. We are very happy to have you all, and we are so excited about this season. Let me tell you what, for the first time, we have sponsorship from Relic Entertainment and from GameReplays.org. Fumbling my words already. Yes, I'm a little bit nervous. Wow, third season, and I'm nervous. This is exciting. We have an incredible matchup for you tonight, but first let me introduce my co-casters for this evening. First of all, Biosparks. How are you doing, mate?
Hello everyone. Yes, it's I'm really excited for this new season, and kicking it off with, you know, such a bang as well, with two outstanding players of, like, just excellence all around in their sort of achievements. It's just crazy. So yeah, I'm actually nervous myself as well, so oh man, just can't wait for this game to get started.
Soon as we get that replay rolling, I'm sure everything will fall into place. And, man, what about the players? You know, going into this season, the winner of this has the chance to go on and win a bunch of title fights and make $550. So that's nothing. That could get you a nice graphics card. But before we get into all the details of this format for the Season 3, let me also introduce to the cast Inverse.
Hey guys, I'm not even nervous, I'm just so excited for these matches. Cannot wait to see some amazing games. Haven't seen Aimstrong play in a super long time, so should be a real treat, that's for sure. Thanks for having me on.
We are very glad to have you. We're going to try to make it a running theme in this season's shows by having a guest commentator join us for each episode. First of all, a little bit about the format. Like I said, we have sponsorship. So Relic put up $500 and Game Replays put up $300. So we have a total $800 prize purse for the greatest COH fighters on the planet to meet right here in a head-to-head sort of King of the Hill style season, where we alternate between contender bouts and title fights. And the contender bouts are for $50 each, like this one right here. This is contender bout number 1. And the winner of this will get $50 and a shot to battle out in the first title fight in week 3 for $100. And the winner of that will stay on for the next title fight, and so forth. And in between each title fight, we'll have new contender bouts. And I have a very nice announcement to make already. Guess what we've got lined up for Season 2? This is the part where you're all supposed to guess in the chat. You know, it is live chat, interactive. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. We got one of the greatest COH players of the modern era, Seb, versus the last tournament victor, Woo299. Yeah, give it up for those kids. So they're going to be fighting it out in contender bout number 2. The winner of that will face the winner of this, SiberianPlatoon and Aimstrong, in week 3 for the first title fight. So it's just all good, and it's all lined up. And yeah, Bio. Whoa. We got sponsorship for a COH event at this late date. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising. I mean, the funny part is that you know, all the speculation that comes of it. I mean, like Relic sponsoring us, and then I see people saying like, "Oh, Company of Heroes 2 has to be coming out. It's the only way. Like, there's no reason why they'd sponsor us." But you know, that's still yet to be decided. But you know, it's fun seeing like Relic just, you know, having a good hand in the community, and then like causing all the hype, and you know, like, yeah, like, just big thanks to Relic, man. Like, this wouldn't be happening without them, and of course Game Replays as well, like chipping in. So man, I'm lost for words. You know, I'm too excited just to watch these two guys play, man.
Yeah, I gotta say thanks to Thunder. He was my contact at Relic, and yeah, this game, you know, and this community is keeping it alive. And you know, like, I spend a lot of time making splash screens and videos. You can see some of them now. But this game, it stands up. You know, the graphics of this game, they're 5 years old, and it stands up. Maybe because it tells a story, maybe because they built incredible models. I don't know, but this game stands up. So, let's go to the fight card now for SNF Season 3, Episode number 1, between Aimstrong and Siberian Inverse. Can you tell us a little bit about this matchup and what you might expect to see tonight?
I'm actually super excited for this. Everyone talks about Aimstrong's Wehrmacht play and the fact that his Volks Sniper MG is nearly unbeatable. The first 2 maps, I believe, are actually going to be Samoa, which is... He has just a ridiculous win rate on that map as Wehrmacht with that strategy. But I'm actually personally most excited about his American play. I think he's got a few new builds I've been talking to him about that he actually hasn't shown too much, and I'm really looking forward to seeing when and how he executes them. As for Siberian, I mean, he's a good opposing fronts player, and that's gives him a bit of a psychological advantage, at least in my opinion. People don't really like to play against Brits, and there's the whole PE's overpowered nonsense that people like to go on about. So, you know, it's a bit of a mind game, and he should have an advantage in that sense, but I do think Aimstrong is the heavy favorite.
Well, we got no holds barred here on Sunday Night Fights. They can choose whatever faction they want for whatever map. So I wonder if we will see any OF factions tonight. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Biosparks, do you have any inside information about these new builds we might be seeing? I mean, I love the fact that these guys have been practicing for this. You know, I just think that that's so cool. I mean, they look at these guys in the fight card. They look serious. Look like they're gonna wreck some kids.
Well, I was talking to Aimstrong, obviously behind the scenes after that interview, and if you haven't read it, go check it out. There's a poll as well, who's going to win tonight, which is, should definitely check that out. And I was talking with him, and he was actually talking about the 4-engineer barracks build, and he was just asking me a few questions about timing, like if you go against the Volvo Sniper MG, like what units are making here, and I said, well, the sniper comes out around the same time your rifle pops at like 3 to 4 minutes or so. And he goes, okay, because I've been working on the build you made, and I think it's like the next evolution. And I was like, whoa, like, come on, give me some more details. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna wait till you cast it so you can see it. So he's just been teasing me.
Awesome, that's great. Well, they've been battling it out in-game. They might still be battling it out as far as I know. We like to do these casts as near live as possible, so I think that we should just get this underway. We're going to say goodbye to Inverse. He'll be back to cast with me in game number 2. Inverse, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right, and if NTD would take us to our intro video. Thank you very much.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Survey, ride, find.
Yeah! Predator was like, "Ugh, just wreck that kid!" Alright, thanks, Letham. And of course, I gotta mention Linsky, who has been doing these awesome original soundtracks, and our new artist for COH, Spezzy, who's been helping out with splash screens, and he made that fight card, and that fight card is so cool. So expect some more great work from him. Alright, Bio, where are we, and who's fighting is what?
So we're on good old Samoa, most classic 1v1 map ever made, and arguably the most balanced as well, so it's good to have this since the first 2 games. And we have Aimstrong playing as the Allies, so US specifically, against Siberian's Wehrmacht, so it's going to be a vanilla matchup which everyone likes to see on a classic map, so we should be in for a good treat.
Alright, well, I'm going to follow Siberian, if you would follow Aimstrong, let's see what build he has ready for us. I'm curious what Siberian's going to do as well. And let's get season number 3 of Sunday Night Fights off the ground. You ready?
I've been born ready for this.
All right, I'm definitely ready. Little shout out to Shadow Broker if she's watching. I don't know. I tried to forget that you might watch this, but I couldn't. So, okay, here we go. We're going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I feel a little bit of pressure released. We have started this season. I'm getting ready to settle into 11 weeks of like shots across the jaw, of uppercuts, of guys getting knocked to the floor. So, Siberian immediately does not help build with his pioneers. He's off to cap the ammo, would you believe?
That's pretty interesting. I mean, you'd see most players go straight for the fuel, but I guess he's got like a specific capping order or strategy in mind, and Aimstrong has got his 3rd engineer just popping out now, and the 4th one being made, so he is going to go for, well, he has to be going for 4 engineer racks if he told me he was going, so unless he's like going to troll me.
Well, you were right. We got Volks first from Siberian coming out of the Wehrmacht quarters. His other piles, of course, gone to cap that medium fuel. And, wow, engineer spam. So this is your thing, and so he told you that he tweaked your build order and tried to make improvements on it, huh? Well, you let me know when you can start seeing tweaks, because, I mean, as far as I know, it's just like 4 engineers to racks, couple rifles, and then motor pool, right? I mean, what could really change that much?
That's like the most standard of it, but I mean, I've seen a couple of people actually go straight for tank depot instead, you know, it's like, I don't know, it just seems really versatile that you can add your own, like, playstyle, bits and pieces, you know, just whatever you're feeling, really, but it's going to be really interesting to see what exactly Aimstrong has in mind, because, I mean, I don't know, he just loves to tease me, he never lets me know what's going on inside his head.
All right, in the northern portion of the map, the first shots have been fired. We got an engineer versus pioneer clash here. It's funny that the way the hedges work, they came around and closed, and look at this. Aimstrong's going to hop in this crazy little shack that does have a window, and he's shooting at those piles, and they're going to dodge around the hedge. So instantly we have a micro battle right there at the start of the game. But they shy away from each other, and nobody's going to die in that fight. Not a life lost yet. Now, can you talk a little bit about, like, XP denial and, you know, what that's about and what your objectives are?
Well, if you are the Wehrmacht, right, and you do Volt Sniper MG, Aimstrong actually gave me like a good rundown of this build, and basically the main objective is to deny American veterancy, because you've got 2 Volks, they just sit in heavy cover, you've got the sniper plucking away and the machine gun as a fallback point in case, you know, a flank comes. So the Americans just draining manpower, no veterancy incoming, and then that just opens the door for a Wehrmacht play where if you've got Vet 2 Grenadiers against Manila Rifles, you know, it's just a slaughter. There's just no competition whatsoever.
Just totally ridiculous. So, indeed, Siberian did go Volk MG, and here comes the first real infantry squad engagement. Some rifles went dashing in, forced the Volks to stop cover. They stop capping. They take cover behind the haystack, and the rifles are going to get in that very strong house with lots of windows. A little bit of a standoff there. I wonder what's going to happen next up there. MG's coming out. Both players have linked up their relative wings. Both have got their plus 16s on the wings coming in. And here, Aimstrong has popped out of the house. I don't know why exactly. Why don't they want this fight? The piles are capping. The Volks are guarding them. I guess he's waiting for more firepower before he engages. Here he goes. Volks are building bags a little bit, and Aimstrong discovers that Siberian is covered by a MG42. Those Volks now have their own green cover. Look at that. It's just so perfectly pro play. I wish I could move my units like this. I mean, it's so early in the game, but just the formations are already perfect. These guys. This is a dream matchup for me. When I started conceiving of this entire season, I knew from the very start that these are the guys I wanted to be in the first game. These are like my COH idols right now. They're both so incredibly good. So here we see another engagement here. We got some Volks having to retreat, And some other Volks coming up by the pinpoint, and it looks like Siberian's making a bunker up in the north. That's interesting. He's won the house, and those rifles are going to have to leave from the northern part of the map.
That bunker is an interesting placement, because usually like the bounty player will try and hold the cutoff in the south and sort of advance through the middle, but what this means with the bunkers is that Aimstrong should know that, you know, okay, he wants to hold his plus 10 fuel and the plus 5, so he might be going for like early attack, but he definitely wants to hold the north area, so if he has a consistent fuel income, you know, it might be a big problem for late game.
They're taking one of our points.
Yeah, he's cut off now in the middle. Those flamers popped at the great moment there to scatter those Volks out of the green cover that they were trying to use behind that wall, and so he's lost his exit point from his base. And, you know, Semwa, that's the Semwa pin. Once that goes down, some mines, some sandbags and stuff, it's easy to cover, but it looks like, look how conservative Aimstrong's playing. He falls back to cap in the middle of the map, and he's actually letting Siberian out a little bit. Siberian, by the way, just went to Tier 2.
Yeah, so no tech
Once
choices
again,
from
some nasty flaming. Those early flamers are so strong. It's pretty much a given that players use their first 50 munis to upgrade flames, because the way they can get crits and the quickness at which they can kill enemy infantry is so powerful this early in the game.
Sees that we have a potential flank coming up, so rifles engaging Volks and the flamer coming down, so yeah, he's doing a good job keeping Siberian off the map, especially in the south side, so it just potentially sets up a good flank for on the north.
Those Volks saw the flamers coming, they immediately started to backpedal. And look how flamers just scare any infantry away. And once again, let's see. I don't know if those rifles will get that flag whited by the time the MG sets up. Let's see. It's going to be close. They don't think they can do it either, and they just back away before it even happens. And they do get snared in the MG fire. They're suppressed. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what he's trying to do here. He probably is going to have to retreat from this. Oh, his MGs are building sandbags there. Nice.
No, it's a machine gun in place.
Is he really? Oh my god, I was hidden behind the tree. I didn't see it at all. I thought they were just making some bags. Wow, it's Lollipop's early MG. That's now dubbed the Lollipop MG after Tournament 22.
Wow, it's actually going to get up as well.
Is it really? It's almost finished. There's another fight going on in the north, which Siberian has won, and that MG nest is complete, and the Volks are saying, what is this? I wonder when he saw it, because really it was nicely hidden behind those trees. Like at the generic viewpoint, you wouldn't necessarily see it unless you look around a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen an MG placed there in a tournament Semwa game. I wonder if that was part of the plan, part of the tweaking. Now I see that Aimstrong's gone Weapon Support Center. So he's really playing a low-tier game here. Lots of engineers, a couple rifles, and now weapon support. What's coming out of the weapon support? Has he started to build anything yet?
Oh, it's a sniper that's just about 90% complete, so I mean, considering that Siberian went tier 2 as well, you know, he can add a mortar into the mix, start, you know, smoking it up, flanking with all those flamers. I mean, there's a potential of nasty things that Aimstrong can do with this weapon support, and he's got a good read as well. I mean, he's like, okay, well, Siberian's got this sort of campy, I wouldn't say campy, but like sort of just holding on to the early game resources, and it doesn't look like he's going for a tier 3 sort of play, so he feels it's safe to go for weapon support and add the pressure.
Look at these 3 Volk squad, and you know they're going to try to fight around what is now a medic bunker. And interesting, Siberian kind of made a misread on Aimstrong's teching, because he's gone pack first. And as we know, but he doesn't know, this pack is not going to be needed anytime soon, since Aimstrong doesn't even have a supply yard up yet.
Oh, he just lost a rifle in the north.
So the sniper takes his first shot. He's starting to pick off members of this second MG crew. We've got 3 Volks and an MG and no sniper by Siberian, which is a little interesting because Wehrmacht players love early snipers these days. I'm kind of surprised. Wow, so many guys dying up in the north. I'm sorry. Just guys dying like crazy. Medics starting to go work. Flamers on this house. Rifles close to getting annihilated. 2 rifles have to retreat. Sniper uncloaks and runs away. And look at these medics going to work. That might be a quick Grenadier squad.
Yeah, Aimstrong lost that rifle up in the north, which is, you know, with 4 engineer racks, because you don't have that many direct combat units, you know, you have to make sure everything survives. You cannot afford to lose anything, so that actually does put him quite severely behind, even though he has a good resource income. But if you have no units, you're not going to hold that territory for very long.
The second Kriegsbarracks unit for Siberian is this half-track, so now he can reinforce at that point. And also, he's gone defensive, so I don't know, the half-track, I'm not quite sure why he built it. Yeah, it's a mobile reinforced point, but, I mean, he's already reinforcing from the bunker, so it wasn't necessary as that specifically. But I guess it does allow him to push forward and try to complete the pin.
Aimstrong puts an OP up, so with supply already up, and he already has 100 fuel, so he might be going straight for tank deep after this weapon support. And he's put down like a few mines around the middle as well, so, and those mines were laid down really, really fast, so he's gone, he's definitely gone defensive operations on right-hand side infantry.
Well, here we have a crafty little Frank. Some Pios named Frank are flanking this MG nest and trying to burn it down. And these engineers were going to say, hey, don't do that. And they were just like, what? And they killed the guy. And the engineers are having to run away by some Volks. They will narrowly escape. And it looks like that MG nest will be destroyed. Snipers still going to work in the middle on this Volks whiting the VP. Here comes some flamers. There's mines all around the church. Those Volks have to be real careful where they step. And here come the flames pouring out of the church. Lit gasoline. Wouldn't want to be those Volks guys. I see here the usefulness of the half-track. He's put a squad of Volks in it, and he's kind of using it as a player would use an early Puma or a scout car to defend harassing squads on the extremities. So that's nicely played. It definitely makes him more mobile and able to defend. And look at him, he's spreading out. Siberian's going to try to wipe the right VP too. He's really playing all over the map. And here comes some mines going down by the center point. And the sniper wants to get rid of these flamers. There's one guy dead. He's got to retweet quick. Uh-oh! Hey! Let's see if the sniper can get the kill shot. No, he will live. Oh, and these flamers walk into the mine that those pilots just placed. But it's not too bad. They'll just have to retreat. No triage for you yet, right? I bet, yeah, all fuel saved for that tank depot, and here it comes.
This is going to be crazy. I mean, if you go right-hand side infantry, usually what happens if you go for a Sherman and a off-map timing push, where if he has a pack, you bait the shot and then you drop the off-map directly on it, and then if the off-map kills it, the Sherman has free reign, or if the off-map forces it to move, then the Sherman flanks it and destroys the pack, and then also, like, you move in all your infantry as well. It's a really, really crazy attack.
Very perceptive there, Bio. I think that might be exactly what we see soon. Here we have some Volks upgrading to the anti-infantry gun, but they took a couple snipe shots and they'll have to retreat before they're able to scare away those rifles. Yeah, that one pack, so important. He's trying to creep up so that when a vehicle comes out of the American base, he'll have a good shot at it, but right now he's pretty deep, and there is cover there with the hedge and the various buildings. And look at Aimstrong's got some nasty mines on that road, 2 of them in a row, that somehow have not yet been tripped. This sniper's getting his work in, too. He's already got 7. Flamers are capping. They're still taking Volks fire. Volks are reinforcing. They're taking rifle fire. Oh, that Volk squad's getting really low. He's going to have to hop him in there. Whoa, sniper down to 1 man. He's going to hop him in there. They're going to become the gunner of that half-track. And this sniper has had a huge influence, and that's his only WSC unit, right? But man, it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it bought Aimstrong some time to sort of stop at any advances, or any direct confrontations. I mean, look, it forces this Flame Pioneer to just retreat instantly, so it's a really good investment.
Yeah.
And the Sherman is about 90% complete, so off-map has been chosen. He's got 180 munitions in the bank, so he clearly has enough for this attack. He's just gonna... If Aimstrong does like a really well-executed push, then it can end the game potentially right here, but if it goes terribly wrong, the opposite can happen, and then you can be forced into like an unwinnable situation if you lose your Sherman, because, you know, Tank Depot is such a huge investment to make.
Alright, well, somehow, while we weren't looking, Siberian got tier 3 up and a Puma, but it walks right into a mine in the center. Do you have stickies yet? Those rifles might be able to threaten that Puma. Here comes some Grenadiers to try to support him. Grenadiers are not upgrading to Shrek yet. They have no idea until now. Here comes the Sherman. The half-track sees it. The pack is getting into position. The pack's actually got a really nice position. He's cloaked. You want those early shot bonuses, but the Sherman's moving closely. This is the game that Bio was talking about right here. The pack has revealed itself. And here comes the off-map, just as you expected. The half-track is one shot away from death. And the pack decides to shoot instead of move. He does damage. Let's see if this off-map shot kills him, and it does! The pack vehicle's still there. Volks get out. Let's see if they can reman it. Oh, the Volks take a huge shot! That hurt a lot. Really, that really hurt a lot. Now they don't even have enough men to reinforce safely. Luckily, there's another Volk squad by. Here comes the Sherman pushing in. Oh, the half-track goes down. Sniper's picking off an under-strength Volk squad, and it is really popping off. That is the moment we expected. Sniper's going to start hitting this MG now. Nope, he decides to back away. Volks are coming forward. They want to reman that pack. Sniper's picking him off. That pack's not going to last long with that sniper there. The Volk squad's down to one man. He gets a shot in on the Sherman. It survives. It's down to low health. And another shot! Wow, the Sherman barely survives and gets around the hedgerow. Man, pins and needles right here, folks. The game turning on moments. Puma has somehow been completely repaired and back ready to guard and support that pack. Pack's moving back, wants to stay safe. Rifles are looking through the hedgerow. I guess they don't have stickies yet. They had an opportunity there. My Grens now have a Shrek. And wow, what a battle. You know, both teams kind of backing out of it, but safely. I mean, a lot of damage done, but no, like, kill shot, really. And here comes a Geschutzwagen for SiberianPlatoon to back up his pack. Interesting. Tales of Valor unit on the field. Look at this Puma scouting in there. He wants to see how repaired that Sherman is. He wants to pick off some engineers. Very nicely done. A great stick and run by that Puma. One NG squad's got to retreat, but that Sherman is almost back to full health.
We have a second Sherman on the
Kampfkraft
field as
finally
well.
up for Siberian. Very nice. Second Sherman hitting it, and this is just what I love to see. Combined arms at its best. You're almost guaranteed to see it on Semois. Sniper has switched sides. He's over on the right now. Still getting kills. He's backpedaling, uncloaked away from some gunned-up Volksgrenadiers that are just kind of off in no man's land. They're surrounded by rifle snipers coming back. I'm going to try to take another pot shot. Looks like Aimstrong is setting up some action on the left. He's got one Sherman way out on the west side of the map by the ammo and the VP point. Oh, wow. Another squad of MP40s come charging forth. The rifles have to retreat off the right. The sniper retreats too, and Siberian has successfully held the right-hand side of the map. Man, this game is so close. Too close to call, right? Can you even say who's winning right now?
I can see sort of Siberian picking up the advantage as it gets longer and longer into the late game, but at the moment anything could happen. Like one huge attack by Aimstrong, if he's timing it perfectly, can just win the day. You know, it's just impossible to tell.
I'm worried that Aimstrong might be spreading himself a little thin, and look at that. Siberian might be spreading himself thin with his squads on the right, but Sherman moves to the right, and more action on the left. Still no sticky yet. Do you not have stickies yet? Or maybe you just didn't want to waste it knowing there are Pios right next to that Puma.
Yeah, I don't think he has stickies yet. I mean, he's called in some Rangers, so he looks like he's going to go for like some heavy off-map Ranger and Sherman attack coming up soon.
So I've got 1 level of infantry vet on my 3 Volk squad and my 1 free grenadier squad. Do you have any vet on any of your units?
Only the sniper has received veterancy so far. 14 kills in the back.
That one Sherman just showing his face on the right had such an influence. Now Aimstrong is allowed to continue capping the right, and he's about to connect that high ammo on the right, and that means more off-map barrages. Here come the Rangers. They're going to take some shots at the rear end of this Geschutzwagen, and both Zook shots go into the ground. The Geschütz takes 0 damage. Bit surprising. That's COH. That's why we love it, and that's why it drives us crazy. Sniper just picked up double vet. He's just been picking off guys constantly. When will... Oh, here's a bike. Siberian's going to try to deal with it. He hasn't built a counter sniper. He's built a second Geschutzwagen. What a just massive army Siberian's got. It's almost like we've got to take an intermission so I can read you all of the units he has. It is crazy. I don't think he's lost a squad yet. I don't know if either of them have lost a squad. There! Somebody died. Who died? Where? I didn't even see it.
Oh, it was a Flame of Pioneer.
Siberian lost something somewhere. I think it was just a Pio. This fight in the north, so many units, such a diverse combined arms here. Oh man, I would not want to go into that as allies. That Wehrmacht is so set up in the north. Look how he soft pedals the Volks to reinforce them at the medic bunker. I see your Rangers have the upgraded submachine guns.
Stickies have just started being upgraded now, so now every unit is potentially a threat to Siberian's vehicles with flanks and all that other stuff.
Look, Siberian's trying to figure out how to have influence on the middle of the map or the right of the map, but the Sherman keeps like shifting across to just put a quick end to it. Siberian is so strong in the north that I think that he could be more aggressive and start moving everything forward a bit. It's only the sniper that's really giving him grief.
I mean, if you look at the VPs, it's 400 to Aimstrong and only 200 left for Siberian, and you know, Siberian has controlled the south and the middle for like almost this entire game. Like everything has just been gathered up in the, off map on the Puma. But it looks like it's gonna miss.
Ooh, yeah, bad choice of off map on the most mobile target in the Wehrmacht army right now. A very bad choice. He should try to get a spot on a bunker. I mean, could you imagine if that surprised him at the bunker right now? Look at that, 10 Volk squads and MG and some medics there. He might want to change the role of that sniper to recon duty soon. But yeah, this VP control is huge. Although Siberian looks like he's just got an invincible army, and it looks like everything's kind of been going his way, he is really down on VPs. It's 400 to 200 now.
Oh, and Aimstrong doing a really, really nice back take to motor pool. He's like, okay, I've got Shermans, but the Geschutzwagens and the packs are going to be too much, so I'm going to get some AT guns and then start applying more pressure so I can actually start creeping forward as well.
What Siberian keeps getting harassed by the Sherman in the center. Once again, we see the Sherman backing off the Volks. They whited the center VP, but then had to move away. He's got this Geschutzwagen by his the exit point to his base. He wants to use that against the Sherman, but he can't figure out a way, or he can't get an angle. And Siberian's like game sense, and Aimstrong's game sense and ability to predict where these anti-tank units might be. His Shermans never take any damage. They're always skirting around the church or around some hedges. They never move by the front of the base. They always take the long route, and they get to the target. But I think Siberian's starting to feel that he needs to start pushing and, stop like harassing VPs and actually maybe start to control one. How many tanks have you got now?
I have only got 2 Sherman. But I'm
here we see the double vet sniper being chased away by the bike, and the bike really should turn around and go home, but he's going to go for it! He's trying to get by that MG, and sorry, bike, there is no chance that you're going to get that sniper.
Ooh, Sherman in the south taking a few nasty hits from that Geschutzwagen. Look at the health now just from a couple of shots in the rear.
Wow, we got double vet tanks for Siberian. That's a bit of a surprise that he's invested so much fuel in tank veterancy. But I guess, let's see, did the Geschützwagons get any bonuses, like an extra gun or anything when they get triple vet? Oh, there's a squad annihilated. Those upgunned Rangers took out a retreating Volk squad. What happens to the Geschütz as vet goes up?
Vet 2, it gets the MG42, which was added into the patch that used to come out with the MG42. And it actually has really good suppression.
So they've already got
Vet
it.
3,
Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, I see.
And then Vet 3, it shoots 50% faster, so it's pretty...
Well, Vet 2 is big. That MG on top allows them to also defend themselves against infantry a little better, since these Rangers are causing lots of trouble in the center. The guys are feeling each other out just a bit more. The Sherman was going in, some shots. Oh, whoa, what was that? Is that an off-map? There, an off-map kills the pack! And the vehicle is annihilated, so that's one piece of anti-tank.
He lost the Ranger as well.
No, how? Just to those Volks and the Puma?
Yeah, just...
He lost the whole Ranger squad!
Yeah.
Oh, man. He was trying to save his Sherman and kill that pack. Uh-oh, this might be bad for Aimstrong. The noose is starting to close. Siberian looking ultra strong. Still a huge army, 2 Pumas, 2 Geschützwagens, and he is starting to move forward. Two squads of Volks rushing in, some rifles have garrisoned the church. The sniper's there still going to work. He's got 20 kills now. Lots of Volks dying in the center. Geschützwagen plugging away on the Sherman, and if Aimstrong is not careful, this shot could... No, he backs away and is down to about 10% health. He's got NGs there trying to repair, but they can't do it fast enough. I wonder if Siberian will move forward for the kill. No, he's not. They're playing so conservatively. This Sherman right here is in deep, deep trouble, and I'm sure... Oh, here he goes. He's moving forwards. He wants to get it. He's also got Volks there that could Faust it, and the Sherman knows he's in trouble, and he might do a full retreat into the base. The Sherman in the north is at 40% health. Both Shermans in trouble. This one AT gun's got a lot of work to do as the Axis units start to close the noose.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Aimstrong now. I mean, if you look at the amount of units and the veterancy as well for the Wehrmacht, it's just really overpowering just to see like the Geschützwagen be able to take down Shermans so easily if they're caught out of position. But it looks like he's loading some manpower, and he's just about to get off-map combat groups. So I'm not. I think maybe he's banking on getting like 2 M10s and just going for a crazy rush.
We got action in the center. Geschützwagen's taking on this AT gun. We got some fortifications going up the north. Siberian's built an MG nest to cover that northern VP. He knows that VPs are a risk as he is low. He's also got a repair bunker up there. So that's 3 defensive bunkers up in the north, and we know how strong those things are. So he did lose 2 Volk squad, but he now has 2 Grenadier squads, and they each have a Shrek. Here we have a lot of rifles moving up to cover this AT gun in the center. Looks like that's where Aimstrong wants to push out right into the middle. But look, as soon as he starts to cap that center VP, all hell starts breaking loose and the fire starts rolling in.
Battalion reinforcements standing by.
Off-map combat group has just been chosen. Oh my gosh, M10 and a Ranger.
What'd you get? One
Not too bad.
M10 Ranger mortar. You must have got something else, right? 4 things? No?
No, that's all he got.
Whoa. What is that? Don't you usually get 4 units? I'm confused.
It is like the lottery machine with
M10 Ranger mortar. Strange combo. I don't know if he's going to be able to get close enough to anything to allow that mortar to be effective. The sniper's still effective. I wonder if... Yeah, Siberian has built a sniper. His sniper is creeping onto the center of the map. And we have Aimstrong sniper in the graveyard. Siberian sniper is now in range. It's getting very dangerous for Aimstrong striker, and that is actually his strongest unit. If he loses it... And here comes a bike to rush in and perhaps reveal him. There's an off-map going down where Siberian's trying to build a new bunker. He doesn't really see it. Those flamer engineers are going to die if they don't run. Here comes the bike. He's going in. He's trying to spot the sniper. Miss! Counter-snipe! Oh, that's going to drive you crazy to set up the shot like that and then miss it. So Aimstrong's lucky double vet sniper survives. Now he knows there's a sniper on the field, and now sniper wars have begun.
Wow.
Indeed, those flamers died in the off-map shot. They weren't able to get out. Big moment there with him missing that counter snipe, and that's a pound your mouth into the table moment right there for Siberian, I'm sure. Sherman is getting brave. He's using that little house as cover, and he's trying to work on that MG there. This AT gun's still alive, but he's going to start taking Shrek fire real soon. AT gun might want to back its way out. Got some harassment going on up on the left. NG, sorry. This is defended by a machine gun nest. You are not allowed to harass.
Ooh, and a Goliath as well. I wonder if Aimstrong actually spotted.
Where's the Goliath?
It's just sitting by the little twigs.
Oh,
logs.
man, look at that. Yeah, it's upholding the Northern VP. All cloaked, just chill. Look at the repair bunker guys repaired the Goliath. That was funny. So, Rangers have garrisoned the church. Siberian's keeping a perimeter around that center VP. He does not want it to be capped. Sherman takes a big shot in the side armor from a Geschutzwagen at long range. He wants to prevent this bunker from going up. Here comes some Shrek guys, too. Uh-oh, this Sherman might be in trouble. Oh, wow, first shot kills 2 Shrek guys. They've got to retreat. Very nice shot there. And here comes some Rangers. They're out of the church, and they're chasing away the Geschütz. The Geschütz wants to take some shots to the Sherman. He's got the Sherman down in deep trouble again. That Sherman's single vet. This Geschutzwagen's double vet. The sniper's probably going to try to pick off the Pioneers, indeed. And then the Sherman goes down. The Geschutzwagen from the north flanks it and kills it. What a great play. Nice tactics there. M10 coming onto the field. He's going to take shots in the butt from the Geschütz. He's in trouble. If Aimstrong loses another tank here, I don't see him coming back from this. Here comes the kill shot. Oh, main gun destroyed. We have 2 perfectly fine Geschutzwagen, relatively. Whoa, the Pioneers are taking mortar shots and being sniped, and that M10 does indeed go down. These Rangers are still really healthy garrisoning this church. All the army can just back away and lick its wounds. We do have still this other Sherman in the center. It's being repaired. The AT gun is trying to creep up, but Siberian knows that he's done a lot of great damage, and he's just going to softly backpedal out of this. Got MP44s defending the harass in the south. Those rifles have to go. Wow, this Geschutzwagen's really down to low health. Here comes the kill shot from the 57. Main gun destroyed, and the Geschutzwagen... Oh, the sniper's trying to kill the tank. Geschutzwagen says, no, I will live to fight another day. I'm going back to my base. See ya.
Oh, and the Rangers die in the house. The Geschutzwagen destroyed the house, and they all died.
Oh my goodness, another terrible blow to Aimstrong. It's looking very bad for our favorite tonight. And look at this, Shrek shot annihilates the AT gun. Puma goes down 2. Sherman gets a stripe event, but man, Aimstrong's units are really getting thinned out, and just look at the sea of Wehrmacht map color encroaching around the center of the map of Semois. Wow, you know you're desperate when your mortar squad's ordered to cap the center VP. I see you've got an on-map Howie now firing away, but he's also shooting at a moving target. The Puma just micros away. That's not going to do any damage. If only it had saved it to defend the center VP, it would have been a much better target. I don't know. Aimstrong's choice of artillery locations has not been super duper uber pro like I would expect from such a quality player. He's going to have to pick better targets in the future if he wants to beat Siberian's Wehrmacht.
Yeah, this is the point in the game where I think, you know, it's the Wehrmacht has all the veterans he kicked in, all the units, everything he needs, and, you know, the Americans just can't come back from it after losing so many units. I think if he didn't lose the Ranger squads, he would have definitely been in it still, but yeah, you know, you just can't.
Yeah, you can't lose 2 Ranger squads. It's so important for them to build vet. I think one of them had some vet too. I mean, they had killed a lot of infantrymen, and when you try to build a fresh infantry unit as allies and they come out with no vet, it's just really tough to even get any vet at that point. And it's not like Siberian's been spamming vet, although he did just put a diamond on his Pumas. He's now got 2 Pumas, he's got 2 Geschutzwagens, and you know, he's still got these 2 Grenadiers and 1 Volk squad, and the 2 MGs are still alive. And now, what, 4 bunkers across the top and the middle of the map? So he's looking very strong.
Oh, another off-map combat group with 2 M10s, a rifle, and a machine gun this time.
Oh, jackpot! Bar! It's the 2 M10 OMCG An American player can't ask for anything better than that. Look at those M10s. Now, please, Aimstrong, don't throw them away. You got to use them tactically and supported by your entire force. He's dashing into the center of the map, but I'm scared for those M10s. He's got to figure out a way to use them to prevent these Pumas from harassing the wings and to try to maybe get a flank going. I don't know. It's going to be very difficult. Already they're looking at taking some fire here from Grens. Looks like we're going to see a Gren. He doesn't like this mortar for some reason. And the grenade, the mortar survives the grenade. The Grens are in the church. They're going to start laying in rounds on these M10s. M10s, please, back away. So
what sort of artillery?
When did both snipers are dead, and you know what? I completely missed it. Whoa, huge rocket barrage in the center. Whoa, and one of the M10s goes down. Good grief, Siberian. Do you have any idea what happened to either player's sniper?
Extra Services Vet 3 sniper alive. Yeah, 34 kills.
So, Aimstrong still got his, but somehow Siberian lost his, and I don't know where. Wow, Sherman, the other M10 goes down. Sherman's in a world of hurt. The off-map once again is probably too deep. Those Geschutzwagons just need to move forwards to kill the Sherman, and here they go. Right at the last second, they get that attack order to move in there and finish off the Sherman. He's showing his butt to the Geschütz. The cannon is turning, and this could be the kill shot. There it is! And suddenly, Aimstrong has no armor left on the field and throws in the GG!
Wow. What a game.
It looked like Aimstrong was so strong during most of the game. He had such a VP lead. But, man, Siberian's unit preservation for so long was so impeccable. Oh, boy. And so we have, blood has been drawn. We have our first victor in Sunday Night Fights. And TD, roll it. Well, I don't know. What do you want to say? I mean, unit preservation is the key to that game, I think, Bio. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, Aimstrong was doing fine until he lost that initial rifle in the north, and then things started looking a bit problematic, but then he was still in there, and then just losing those two rangers. I mean, if you think about that rifle and those two rangers, if they had been alive for the whole duration of the game, it could have been a completely different outcome, like more flanking opportunities on Geschutzwagons with bazookas, stickies, etc. I mean, I think, you know, it was just an unlucky game for Aimstrong. I mean, the artillery placement wasn't too great, you know, but, you know, the first one killed the pack. He could have advanced a bit more maybe with the Sherman, but overall, you know, I think it was just a case of Aimstrong just losing the units that he needed most, and especially, like, if you lose engineers, fair enough, not too bad, but if you lose, you know, two rangers, that's a big 800 manpower investment, you know, elite armor unit, AT as well as good anti-infantry, you know, it's too much to lose, really.
They are expensive, and I just have to say that Siberian's army composition, the diversity of his units, how quickly he got, you know, like a pack out of Tier 2 and the half-track, and then suddenly he had a Puma on the field before I even noticed him building Tier 3. I mean, he really teched through the tiers. He didn't spend too much fuel on vet. It's not like some kind of vet rush where he tried to put a bunch of vet on a bunch of units really quick. He actually built vet very late, and he got a Puma out. He got a Geschutzwagen out. He had such a diverse army that there was really no way to put a crack into his armor. You know, like twice an off-map shot killed the pack, and for a straight Tier 2 to Tier 4 player, that could be devastating. You know, suddenly the Shermans overrun you. You know, infantry and a couple Shrek shots, they can be pushed around, they can be, you know, insta-gibbed 3 at a time, and you can get run off. But he had Tier 3, and he had that Geschutzwagen backing up the pack, and I thought that was just very impressive strategy, build order, really, really nicely played. I don't want to yammer on too much. We got a best of 5 ahead of us, so I want to take it to the break. NTD's going to shoot some great music at you, and we'll be back with Inverse to cast game number 2 on Semois. Stick with us.